Okay, hi you guys. This is my first time recording. This is gonna be me just on excuse me, free code camp, and I am um recording my progress. So basically I'm gonna make a video every time I get on free code camp and we'll do this together. So when I try to figure out the answers, and I try to get it together, you'll be seeing me go through that. I'm doing this on Zoom, so I think it's only 40 minutes that I have, but obviously I'm going to have to stop and make another video, you guys. And this is giving me motivation to keep on making videos. So as you can see, I'm going to start this in the Learn CSS Colors by building a set of colored markers. So I'm pretty much at the beginning of free code camp, but I am along the way after HTML. So I'm in CSS right now. So, and I'm on step 3, which I just passed. So submit and go. I hope you guys don't mind. Sorry about that. I hope you guys don't mind, but I also I'm gonna have in the background, until I have a question or don't understand something, in the background I'm going to have like this motivational stuff playing because it's what I listen to. And sometimes I listen to jazz music and things like that. My goodness. But tonight I'm going to listen to Lewis Hose. He's always having people on his show that's like motivational and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and play him. He's interviewing this guy who's like this motivational speaker. Anyway, you'll get some help for yourself if you look at my coding as well as listening to what's in the background. So here we go.
You can feel and you can move your legs, you can move your arm, but not the right side.
Right. And it stayed there, but I thought it was a stinger.
Sure.
Now we get stingers playing ball. You get dead arm, you get a stinger, and it stays for a while, then it leaves. And so that's what I thought it was. And so I still wasn't panicky, right? After it happened, I was like, maybe a stinger, maybe I broke my arm.
Wait, you guys, I don't know if I could concentrate with him saying all this stuff. To tell browsers how to encode characters on your page, set the char set to UTF-8. UTF-8 is a universal character set that includes almost every character from all human languages. Inside the head element, nest a meta element. So this seems pretty easy. Inside the head element, we're going to nest meta. So I'm probably I'll do it after title because I just added title. Maybe I should have my little classical music going. That's more better, right? That's better for you guys. Okay, nest a meta element with the attribute char set. So it has an attribute of char set in here. Attribute. I'm trying to remember what an attribute is. I think this.
Has never been easier, faster, or more scalable. Impress your customers with a beautiful online store. Get started today.
Set to UTF-8. No, this is probably not it. I'm probably getting the wrong answer, you guys. I'm just trying something to get some. You see how they give you a little hint down here? Your meta element should be self-closing element. Okay, so that tells me I don't have to put anything there. What about this? Your meta element should have a char set attribute set to UTF-8. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, I usually copy and paste the hint and then I Google it. Let's go. Usually Code Camp is really good about not giving you the answers just straight away.
Did I mention the onboarding guide is free?
But this isn't free code camp now that comes up here. Specify. Oh, this is it. I got it right. Wow. So, okay, let me go back. Maybe I need to capitalize it. Oh, I need to put this. Oh my gosh, you see, coding will have you thinking you crazy. I thought I was totally off, you guys, and there I go. Getting it right. All right, submit my code. Finally, use a viewport meta tag to make sure your page looks the same on all devices. Okay. Nest a self-closing meta element with the head. Nest a meta element within the head. Give it a name. Attribute set to viewport and a content attribute set to. Yikes. It's a lot of information. Let's try it out, you guys. So we've got another meta element within the head element. Okay, I'm in there. Give it a name. Attribute set to viewport. I think that's what I'm doing. And content attribute set to. And we're gonna copy and paste this. Oh, come on! I did not do that like that. And then we're gonna close it after that. I got it right. Oh, I just love it. You guys should change your settings on Free Code Camp to make it have a sound. You can do that. You just go to the settings and you change it to where, you know, every time you hear something, it's kind of making a little guitar sound. If you notice, when I even type, it does that. So pretty cool. Pretty, you know, it makes it less boring, if I do say so myself, and I do say so. All right, now you're ready to start adding content to the page. Within the body, nest the H1 element. We know how to do that. Okay. Element with the text CSS color markers. Alright, you see how it shows up. In this project, you'll work with an external CSS file to style the page. We've already created a style CSS file for you. See, it's up here, you guys. I can click on this and it'll take me to it so I can see. Sometimes I need to see that information. It's really important. Nest a link element within the head. Okay. And then give it a rail attribute set to style sheet. Okay. Link. Give it a rail attribute. Style sheet. And href attribute set to styles CSS. You know, I have to learn how to set this up on my real editor that I just downloaded. I got it right. I have to learn how to do this on my Minds. Okay, as a reminder, here's how to target a paragraph element and align it to the right. You guys have to pay attention when Free Code Camp tells you how to do something, because they won't tell you again. The next time they'll assume that you know, and they don't keep giving you the answer, and I love that about them. So as a reminder, here's how to target a paragraph, and I'm glad they're helping me because I forgot about target a paragraph element and align it to the right. So you go paragraph. Okay. Create a new CSS rule that targets H1 element and set its text align property to center. This is pretty easy. So just like that says P up there, we're gonna do H1 and then text align center. Hey, all right. I just feel so good every time I get it right. Yay. Okay. Now you'll add some elements that you'll eventually style into color markers. Okay. I'm trying to get this going here. That's a little better. First, within the body, add a div element. I like divs. Divs help you to style it. And set its class attribute class to container. Perfect. Next, within the div, add another div element and give it a class marker. Within the div, add another div. Wow, I've never done that. Within one div, you're adding another div. Wowzers. Okay. Div. Class, and then we're gonna say equals. Oh, I got it wrong. What do we got? You should give your new div element a class of marker. Marker. So you got to be really careful, you guys, with the how you're putting things as far as like, you know, how you're spelling them. They'll get you wrong. It wasn't markers with an S, it was marker. So I'm gonna get it right this time. See, I told you. All right, it's time to add some color to the page. Remember that one way to add color to an element is to use a color keyword like black, cayenne, or yellow. As a reminder, here's how to target the class. Free code camp. Got it. Okay. Create a new CSS rule that targets the class marker. Just real quick, when you are targeting a class, it's a period before the word, I think. An element doesn't have a period. So I've done that kind of on my own, trial and error. And sets its background color. So we're gonna do background. I'm gonna see something change on the screen, you guys. About time. It should turn red now. Oh no, wait. Maybe it's not a. What's happening? I got it right, so I don't know what's happening. Notice that your marker doesn't seem to have any color, right? The background color was actually applied, but since the marker div element is empty, it doesn't have any width or height by default. In your dot marker CSS rule, set the width. Okay. Property to 200 px.
Can be one of the most
and height 25 px.
I'm a Daniel Drew, and we're both kind of obsessed with learning languages.
Okay, your marker. Let's turn this music up. Just relax. Just relax with me. Let me move my camera. I got my kitchen light on. Sorry, you guys. This is the first time I'm doing this, and you know what? I'm excited about it because I don't care if anybody's watching. I'm still gonna do my coding. All right. Your marker would look better if it was centered on the page. An easy way to do this is with the margin shorthand property. In the last project, you set the margin area of elements separately with properties like margin top and margin left. Yep, I remember that. The margin shorthand property, like margin top and margin left, the margin shorthand property makes it easy to set multiple margin areas at the same time. To center your marker on the page, set its margin property to auto. Margin auto. Okay, this sets margin top on. Perfect. Step 14. We're on step 14, you guys. I hope you guys are, coming with me. Okay, now that you've got one marker centered with color, it's time to add other markers. Add the other markers. In the container div, add 2 more div elements and give them each a class of marker. In the container div, okay, so in this one, add 2 more div elements, oh my gosh, and give them each a class of marker. I'm gonna have to try to understand what's happening here because I don't. Like, why would I put 2 divs in here? I wish they would kind of explain that, but they don't really explain it because they let you find out. I do kind of like that, but it's a little confusing sometimes. I forgot how to do this. Oh, container equals, I think it's marker. No, it's class. You said to give a class of marker. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna try to figure out why did they do that. While you have 3 separate marker div elements, they look like one big rectangle. You should add some space between them to make it easier to see each element. When the shorthand margin property has 2 values, it's set margin top and margin bottom to the first value and margin left and margin right to the second value. In your marker CSS rules, set the margin property to 10x auto. I'm trying to understand what they're saying here. Got it. These are 3 markers, but they look like one big rectangle. I need to be adding some space in between them to make them easier to see each of these elements, so they're skinnier than this. When the shorthand margin property has 2 values, it's set margin top, okay? It's the second value. Okay, so I need to be doing, no. So the margin property, they want me to change it to 10px. Auto though. So auto makes it be in the middle. We know that for margin. You can put it after the fact. In school, you might have learned that red, yellow, and blue are primary colors and learned how to create new colors by mixing those. However, this is an outdated model. These days, there are 2 main color models. The additive Rgb model, which is red, green, and blue model. Use this electronic devices in the subtractive cyan, magenta, and yellow black model used in print. In this project, you'll work with the Rgb model first add the class 1 to the first marker div element. You guys, I don't get it. Okay, I'm trying. Class. Add the class 1 for the first marker. No, it's class 1. I think this is it. Class 2. Class 3. Oh, I got it wrong. You should add the class 1 to the first marker div. Oops. Oh, they didn't tell me to do the other 2. I was going above and beyond. Okay, let me see. What did I have there? It was the marker. You should add the class 1 to the first marker. It is class 1, you guys. You should add the class 1 to the first marker. Oh, maybe it's just 1. Your first marker div should have the classes marker and 1. Oh, marker 1. You see how you should add the class 1 to the first marker div. I'm trying, can't you see? Marker. Jesus help me. First add the class. Oh my gosh, you guys, you needed a space. Do you see that? Lord, I'm doing it. I'm trying for y'all. Okay, let's keep going, you guys. Next, remove the background color property and its value from the marker CSS rule. We're gonna just remove that. Then create a new CSS rule that targets the class 1 and sets its background color property to red. All right, so how do I target? We remember they helped us with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go look at my HTML. See, I have to reference it back and see what here. So it's a marker 1 is what it is. I think I'm gonna go ahead and reference marker 1, and then I'm gonna say background color red. So I don't see anything happening. This probably is the wrong answer. You should use a class selector to target the class 1. Yeah, so maybe it's this. Yep, that's it. I feel so smart. I mean, you guys are watching me. You guys know that I'm like a genius. You know, I just can't help myself. Okay, let's keep it going. Add the class 2 to the second marker div and the class 3 to the third marker div. Well, we knew it was coming, didn't we? 2. Create a CSS rule that targets the class 2 and set its background property to green. Come on, you guys, this is too easy. Okay, so dot, because it's a class, 2, we're gonna go ahead and go background color green. You see how that's showing up for you, girl? Okay, and then also separate the CS rule and target the class 3. We knew that was coming as well. 3 background color blue. Oh. It's starting to look nice, you guys. It's starting to look really pretty. All right. Either you learned that the RGB color model is an additive. This means that colors begin as black and change as different colors of red, green, and blue are introduced. An easy way to see this is with the CSS Rgb function. Create a new CSS rule that targets the class container and set its background color to black with Rgb 000. This seems interesting. Create a new CSS rule that targets the class container. We're gonna go ahead and go container background color RGB. Whoa. A function is a piece of code that can take an input and perform a specific action. The CSS Rgb function accepts values or arguments for
small businesses are never on the side.
Red, green, and blue, and produces a color. RGB is red, green, and blue. Each red, green, and blue value is a number from 0 to 255, means that there's 0%. Let me turn this down. You guys might hear this more. Place the color keyword red with the RGB function. Okay, wait, in the one CSS rule, replace the color red with RGB. Let's go ahead and do that right now. For the RGB function, set the value for red to 255. Remember, it was like this. Maybe it's... Is it this? Okay, wait, you guys, I'm getting confused. Replace the color keyword red with RGB, okay? For the RGB function, set the value for red to 255, the value for green to 0. Oh, got it. Remember, it had all those zeros? So this one's gonna be 255. Notice that the background color for your marker is still red. This is because you set the red value of the RGB function to the max of 255 or 100% red and set both the green and blue values to 0. Now, use the RGB function to set the other colors. In the 2, set the background color to the max value for green. What's the max value for green? 255? I literally have no idea. getting confused, you guys. In the 2 RGB function to set the background, use the RGB function to set the background color to the max value for green. Oh, they didn't say change it to art. No, they just said that. And then this one was blue. I think it's 255. Use the RGB function to set struggling on kind of following directions. It says to do the other 2 is 0. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No, that would be, maybe it would be this one. Oh. This one should be 0, and then this one's 255, I think. Oh, it's the other way around. Oh, it was RGB. My bad. Now it'll be right. And that is a bright green and very bright blue. So I see that we see right here for RGB, it's gonna be, the middle one is like green. The last one is blue. The first one is red. You guys got that? While the red and blue markers look the same, the green one is much lighter than it was before. This is because the green color keyword is actually a darker shade and is about halfway between black and the maximum value for green. In the .2 CSS rule, set the green value in the RGB function to 127 to lower its intensity. Let's see what this will look like. Oh, interesting. All right, now add a little more vertical space between your markers and the edge of the container element they're in. In the container CSS rule, use the shorthand padding property to add 10 px of the top and bottom padding. Sometimes I try to remove what I just did so I can understand how that changed it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll move on. And the additive RGB, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm kind of, I'm needing to understand this for myself. I'm trying to get the right answers and kind of do this on camera, but I need to actually be retaining this information for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of interesting when you're doing this on camera And I'm trying to understand it also, you know. I don't want to go too fast for my own self. Let me see here. Okay, you guys. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is stop this recording. This is one of my first recordings. So I'm just trying to see how this worked out. I might come back to step 26, but it is 10:30 at nighttime. So I might be getting ready to go to bed here in a minute here. But you know, I just want to upload this information or try to edit this video so that I can do my due diligence to give you the content that you need, maybe tomorrow or something. But this really did keep me on track, keep me busy. So I'm doing this for myself too. If you guys wasn't watching me, I'd be looking at social media in between, and I really need to like stop doing that, you know. I try when I go out not to look at my social media so much and like, you know, be on the internet and stuff like that. And it's really a struggle too sometimes when I'm trying to do this coding thing. So this keeps me on track and I'm excited about it. Anyway, you guys, well, that's it for tonight. This was just a test run. We're on step 26 and we'll come back to this. I definitely will in a different video, so stay tuned. I will label it and it's probably going to be in this video here or wherever on the screen. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.